We got ourselves a new farming event for this week of November 11th with the Flame Touched Dagger Frenchie event. So this will be next as of net right now on the list, and you guys can access this wherever you want, just like multiple places. And this, if you guys aren't already aware, this event works differently from other events because unlike other events where you have to farm points to buy something from the shop, you're farming points for a milestone reward. So if you guys go here, go to events, go to the first tab right here and click rewards. If you scroll down here, you will see that once you get 10,000 points, you get the friendship Foch. Now, I don't know if this is pronounced the correct way. Hopefully it's not the other way because I want to pronounce the other way, but we're going to say Foch. We're going to say Foch here for the friendship here. So, how's the best way about tackling this event? So if you guys don't already know, there's 3 maps on this event, SP1, 2, and 3, and there are points given as followed. So the first point, first SP1 it gives 30 points, SP2 gives 70 points, and SP3 gives 150 points. Now you get more points if you use specific ships as listed right here. It should tell you guys. If you use ships like Allergies, Latorio, La Tomato, or La Open Teen, these girls right here that I used to give nicknames to, you get additional points. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the exact amount are. You can probably wait until the Google or whatever. But I know the last amount that if you do run the bonuses, you pick one of those 4 ships and you have them in the boss fleet for that map or whatever, it's 200 points. So SP3 goes from 150 points to 200 points for this map. So that being said, what's the best way of going about farming for these? Well, if you guys don't already know, you need about 2 clears for SP1 and 3 clears for SP3 or SP2 to get the 3-star awards. I recommend doing that because you get about 600 coins and 1 cube for your troubles. And I know some of you guys out there are struggling for cubes, so go ahead and get the 3-star clears. 3-star clear for SP3 as well too. I'm probably gonna finish mine like right now, but get that done that way, and then you stick to SP3 and you farm for the rest of the map. Now, how's the best way of doing this? Well, if you're done with SP1, SP2, this is about 30, 30, 70, 70, 70 points. This is right here, 270 points knocked out of the way. So you gotta get the rest, 9,730 points left over. So you gotta run SP3 about 49 times. 49 times with the ship bonus to get 200 per. You gotta run here about 49 times. So the total cost of this place, if you're going for the 10,000 milestone reward, you're going to have to do about 10,000 oil worth of farming. Or if you get really, really lucky, you can build her and save some time as well too. I recommend if you guys aren't heavy on cubes right now, don't build her. Go ahead and farm for her. You get both of them either way. You just save time and oil by pulling for her rather than having to farm for her. So that's the trade-off. Regardless though, you're looking to spend about 10,000 oil here. So what's the best way by going for this? Well, if you're going to unlock the clearing mode, which is getting the full 100% clear right here, you got to do 4 clears here. Now, I recommend, I did a 1-1 setup or whatever here. You guys can follow along with this one. It's a pretty easy map. It is difficult if you guys aren't prepared for 3-star clears or whatever. But there are some battleships. It can be pretty tricky, but if you have some level like high 90 ships to 100, you should be good to go. You should be good to go. Now, once you unlock clearing mode, now you see the cost right here, 22 on escort, 32 on flagship, 15 on submarines. Now we're going to talk about the efficiency part. So I spent about probably 20 minutes trying to like do math or whatever, trying to figure out the best combination of doing this. And if you guys don't want to like super hardcore min max, I think the best way about doing this is just slap on 6 ships and just run 6 ships on both fleets. Now there are some min maxing I think you can do, which is doing 6 ships on the mob fleet and then doing 1 step on the boss fleet. You can do that. I think the gains are very minimal here. This is aimed towards if you want to go for coins more, like people that enjoys like 12-4 farming for coins or whatever. It is slightly better to do 6 mobs and then do 1-1 for the boss, because the mob here is 22 oil, and no matter what 1-1 setup you do, for the most part, if you do like elite or SSR, carrier or battleship, and a destroyer that's like elite or SSR for vanguard position, DD or light cruiser, it's gonna be roughly about 21 oil to 25 oil. So the cap right here at 22 is a very low amount. It is very good for you to excel past that. So you can go ahead and go for 6 ships here. Whereas the boss fleet right here, no matter what 1-1 step you do, because it's a very easy map by the way, you're gonna get around 21 to 25 oil, but the cap here is 32. So you don't have to push the extra mile. Obviously, you do miss out on EXP potential here, because getting EXP for 2 ships for 25-ish oil versus getting EXP for 6 ships for 32 oil, you're going to miss out. But you save oil here, and if you want to use that oil, let's say you save about 7 oil per clear, so you're doing about 49 clears here. That's roughly about 350 oil or so. That 350 oil can go towards like 12-4 farming. And 12-4 farming, if you guys don't know, have about a 1-7 or 1-8 ratio on coins or something like that. You can turn that 350 oil into like 2,000 coins. Now, that's just very minimal gains. I don't recommend you guys doing that. I spent about 20 minutes of math trying to figure out the best way about doing this. And at the end of the day, I gotta tell you guys, just slap on 6 ships and just don't worry about it. You're still gonna spend about 10,000 oil, because 22 on the mob times 5 is 110, plus the 32 on flagship, which brings you to 142. And then you have this, the entry cost, which is 10. That brings you to 152 for 150 points, or 152 oil for 200 points. If you remember to have the bonus ship, in this case I have the open team here on the boss setup, not the mob setup, the boss setup. She has to be in the clearing fleet for you to get the bonus. So do that. It's not the most efficient, but in terms of trying to like get the most out of it or whatever, it's EXP. Slap on some ships you want EXP for, and just do 6-6, and you should be good to go. Alright guys, so get your 49 clears, get your 10,000 points, and then go ahead and grab the ship that you need here. Now obviously this isn't a big event, it's a mini event. A lot of people are doing this for pure collection, and I highly advise, if you guys are into collection, go ahead and go for the 10,000 points. Otherwise, if the collection isn't worth it for you guys, you can ignore this event. There's nothing too crazy about this event. The gear here is kind of whatever. It's not amazing at all. Like this purple gear here, the gold gear here is pretty bad too. I'm not a fan of this. It's not worth farming for. You're mainly here to get the 10,000 points, and then you can grab Foch and then move on with your day. Otherwise, if you don't care about Foch or whatever, go ahead and just ignore this event. I advise you guys go for the 3-star clear events first, or 3-star clears first, to get the coins and the cubes, because I know some of you guys are stretched on cubes. So grab those, and then go ahead and go to like 11-1, 12-4, or whatever you're farming. That's in the story as of right now. You'll get much more benefits in farming SP3 from the Flame Touch Dagger event.